Okay, welcome back. All right, how about this? This past week, it brought us a wide range of emotions. We witnessed both our men's and women's hockey teams win gold over Canada both times at the Winter Olympics, and it was exhilarating to say the least. And on the other hand, we had the Democrats sitting on their hands, unwilling to stand in support of the president's statement that it was their first responsibility to protect American citizens.
So tonight I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
All right, how have we gotten to this place in America where it's controversial to stand and celebrate winning a national hockey gold or celebrating a little girl recovering from horrific automobile injuries sustained from an illegal immigrant? Now, Dave Portnoy, he's the founder of Barstool Sports. You probably know who he is. He put it this way, if the president calls after you win the gold medal, I don't care if you don't want to talk to him, fine. But to get mad when somebody talks to the president of the United States and he's just congratulating them and chumming around, well, if this speech made you mad, you need to take a Valium and maybe just take 1,000 steps back, because there's nothing to be mad about when a president congratulates a gold medal winning team. And he finished with this. He says, Portnoy said, this should be a barometer of whether you're a psychopath. I tell you what, I agree with him there, right? Please welcome to the show, though. I want to hear what she has to say about it. Dr. Carol Swain, coming to us from Tennessee here in Brentwood. Thanks for being on. Interesting juxtaposition there with what we've got going on in this country, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. I don't know if you know this, but I started my career as a congressional scholar. And back in the 1990s, 1980s, members of Congress got along pretty well, and they all seemed to care about the American people, that whether you were Democrat or Republican, there was a sense that Congress, they would work together, they would do the right thing. And what I see happening today is a shame. It's shame on our nation. But when I think about all those young people that are looking to members of Congress and watching them and modeling their behavior, I cannot think of a worse example. And I know that we don't want to make this partisan, but what I see coming from the Democratic Party, I've never seen anything quite like it. That their hatred for Donald Trump, their refusal to share any credit with Republicans, trumps the good of the nation. And anytime you have members of Congress who will not stand for American citizens, cannot agree that Americans should have more standing and rights than illegal aliens, there's something seriously wrong with the system. It's broken. I don't know how you fix it. I wish the Democratic Party would find its soul again.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't argue with there, Dr. Swain. I mean, and I'll say something that you just touched on. When I started to become politically aware in the 80s in high school and then ultimately college, we had Ronald Reagan sitting down with the likes of Tip O'Neill from the other side of the aisle, and they got along very, very well. It wasn't always like this. It doesn't have to be like this. It used to be a lot better. You're exactly right. And to see these people who can't stand the president, and then ultimately you feel like that kind of bleeds down and that they can't stand the country, it really makes you wonder, what are you doing? What are you doing there, and why are you there? Who are you helping? What is the focus of you to be in that chamber? Because I just wonder, what is their goal? Do they want to tear it all down and rebuild something? I don't understand what they're actually running for.
I can tell you that what they're doing is very dangerous. I posted a comment on X criticizing Omar and Tlaib for their behavior at the State of the Union address, and it generated a death threat. And I have the FBI now investigating. And I didn't post anything that was mean and hateful. I posted truth, and people got pretty upset. And that's the second time first time I've had an email as serious as the one yesterday, but the day before I had posted something. I thought it was simple, and I got all this hate mail. The Democrats are modeling hatred, and they have taken their crazies, and there seems to be, are they making crazies? And these people are dangerous to any conservative, anyone that's associated with Trump, anyone that's not cheerleading them. They pose a clear and present danger to Americans who don't agree with them. And I think it's shameful that members of Congress are modeling this terrible, terrible behavior.
Yeah, it's a bad place that we've gotten to, and we need to make it better because right now it's just untenable. We can't continue down this path. I appreciate everything you had to say, Dr. Swain. You're a very well-respected person on the show, and I've been out traveling a lot, and they all mention you the first time. They always love to hear what you have to say when I'm out. So I appreciate you coming on. Thank you very much, Dr. Carol Swain, coming to us from Brentwood, Tennessee.